Dr. Alibhai here. We're going to teach you a great lacrosse ball rollout for your lats. A lot of us spend time, their arms turned in all day, like monkeys. And this swimmer's muscle attaches actually from your lower and mid back, right in here. That's the swimmer's muscle. It's called your latissimus dorsi. Crosses all the way back up your shoulder and inserts right in the front. And it gets tight from us doing like this all day. So if you're getting shoulder pain and neck pain, there's a good chance that that muscle's super tight. You'll notice that sometimes we get a pinch in the front of our shoulder, or we're trying to bring our arm overhead and we don't have that range. Now it's really important to be able to use the ball on the pec muscles, which get really restricted and hard as well, and the trap. But let's get to an area we don't normally get to, which is just behind the armpit. And if you put your hand just behind your arm, you're just sneaking behind it, you'll feel this big band of tissue. It's kind of like guitar strings, and you can strum over them. And that's part of your rotator cuff muscle, but also through your latissimus dorsi, your lat muscle, and travel all the way down into here. Now, all of this is fair game to release. Any tissue that you can't put a moderate amount of pressure through is not normal. It needs to be trigger point out or released with the ball with the breath and movement. So adding movement into here is very key. So you can use the ball, and you can do this on the ground or on the wall. I typically lay on the ground, but we'll start this off because it's kind of a little uncomfortable in the beginning, up against the wall. And you can see how I've placed the ball just in a strategic point where I'm feeling some tenderness, and it's just behind the armpit, and I'm gonna push in with my whole body weight into that ball through there. Okay, I can take a deep breath in and breathe out, and bring my arm overhead. You can feel where that's restricted. And if that's where you're feeling some discomfort, hold that position there. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and then lengthen on the breath out. Good. And then move over and see if you can find another spot. Oh, that's a good spot. Push into the ball, take a deep breath in, breathe out, try and reach your arm overhead again. Now, one thing that you can do is keep the arm up high in a position that's not painful but uncomfortable, and you can actually, like guitar strings, strum across the strings of the muscle back and forth, and you're telling that area to calm down by releasing that tension that your brain's been holding on to. You can move a little higher up and roll through there. So again, hit those spots that are tender and then bring the arm up, breathe out. And so we're going to release some of these points all the way from the elbow all the way down through the lat and through here. You can actually lay on the ground and get the same effect with the ball. I'm not going to re-show that to you because just imagine that the ball's on the ground here. But what I do as well at home is I'll grab a foam roller. You can grab any one that you want, and you can even just hang out on here, and that's really sore, but just kind of let your body become a noodle. And you can even lean forward a little bit here and just let the arm dangle and just kind of feel the shoulder, have some pressure through it, in through the rib cage. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, let the body drop towards the ground. And you can kind of just mobilize in different motions. You can bring the body forward, you can bring it back, and then you bring the arm overhead, like how we talked about. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. Good. All right, try those at home, and you'll notice when I stand up here, like how much more free that shoulder is. It feels a lot looser. My neck feels a little better. Do this at least, do it once a day. If this is something that we've talked about for you to release, it's great. If your arms are dropped in front of you all day like most of us, give it a go and let me know how it is. Take care.